I do have an interview that was done with the attorney last night, Linda Stermer's attorney, and something interesting he shared is the new approach that they're going to be taking in trial number 2. He's saying that after doing some investigating on the defense side, they have reason to believe that Linda Stermer didn't start that fire in the home. So let's take a listen together to what was shared in that interview.
Can you tell me about the panel? Are you happy with the jury that you picked?
We're very happy with the jury we picked. We think they're intelligent and they're going to follow the evidence and particularly follow the fire science and be able to understand how bad of an investigation it was. And it'll show that the prosecutor, cannot meet their burden of guilt beyond a reasonable doubt.
But the prosecution's case appears to be multi-pronged, that it wasn't just the fire that killed him, but that she purposefully ran him over. Do you think you can overcome all that evidence?
We will overcome every hurdle because we have experts to talk about the vehicle impact at 5 miles an hour, that it was a minor injury, and the medical examiner will say vehicle impact had nothing to do with his death. But at the end, if there's no arson, there's no crime.
And tell me something about your client. Obviously, she was convicted once. The jury knows this is a retrial. And is there some trepidation that she is going to get convicted again?
No, we wouldn't take the case if we were not confident in a not guilty verdict. We don't believe the prosecution can rule out every reasonable doubt that there is in order to convict. So obviously it's stressful, as it would be for anybody, to be facing a murder charge, but we're confident in our presentation and in the evidence, and that we'll be able to show that the state can't rule out every reasonable doubt it needs to rule out to get a conviction.
But Linda has made a number of statements. Do you think that will come back and bite her on the butt?
No, I don't think the contradictions, if you look at the situation she was in, the absolute terror of that situation, it's fight or flight. And so if you don't remember specific details and they're inconsistent, at the end of the day, the fire science tells us there was no arson. And if there's no arson, there's no crime.
So does that mean that she's not going to take the stand this time around?
We haven't made a decision on what is going to happen. We'll see how the evidence plays out.
What do you think is going to be different about this time around, about this trial?
The first trial didn't have a fire origin and cause expert. We have one of the best ones in the country. The first trial did not have a biomechanics expert to explain the impact to the vehicle. We have one of the best in the country. The prosecution doesn't have one. And our experts will carry the day by explaining how the state's fire science expert absolutely botched this investigation.
You know, Wolf, you heard from one of the jurors that you accepted on the panel, that she doesn't think that 3 weeks, or she thinks that 3 weeks is too long. Are you worried that she might not listen to all this expert evidence after 2 weeks?
It's my plan that after I'm done with the cross-examination of their expert, she won't need to listen and the jury won't need to follow anything else. They will understand clearly there was no arson here. And if there's no arson, there's no murder, period.
Okay. What can you tell me about Linda having gone through what she's gone through?
I can't even put into words what it must be like to be wrongfully convicted, spend almost 9 years in prison, and then have this weight of a murder charge hanging over your head for almost 7 years. So anybody can imagine the stress that somebody would be under. But that's why we took on the case. We believe in her case, and we believe that the state's case is too weak to get a guilty verdict.
So, Wolf, this is a criminal case, and you're better known for your civil litigation. Is this going to be a big challenge for you?
It's not really a challenge for me. I've been doing product liability cases for 30 years. I'm a former engineer, so I understand the science and how to present the science. And that's what's going to carry the day at the end of the day.